Righty. Right. Hello everyone.
I
Welcome.
think it's safe to rest here now.
Welcome. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great night or day, depending on what you do. Happy Thursday. Yes, Thursday. If it's still Wednesday for you, then happy Wednesday. Tonight, we are going to be continuing more Tales of Arise. We, of course, were last playing this yesterday. And what happened yesterday? We helped a little bit more around the kingdom in Pelagian. We helped a mother bury her son because it's passed from uh either hunger or some like being really weak. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was hunger, and his body was just really. Um. Then after that, a giant beam of light just shot down to on Dana from I'm assuming Lenegus. It shot down from Lenegus and it was absorbing the astral energy Rena to or no not Rena Dana from Lenegus to Dana and absorbing all the astral energy from Dana I guess back to either Lenegus or Ren. Um, we went over to that beam of light, where the beam of light made connection with Dana, and shut it down. We had to climb up a tower that it made, and we had to, beat the boss up there that was absorbing all of the extra energy. Ended up defeating it, and now we made a decision to go up to Lenegus. And right now, we are looking for the airship or airship that Alphen came to Dana in 300 years ago. So yeah, we're currently trying to find the airship that Alphen came in here or came to Rena on or Dana on. I keep mixing the both. I'm sorry. And see if it still works. So yeah, right now we're going to Uzbek. We are currently in Uzbek, at least in the inn, because that's where we last left off. So we're all healed up. We stocked up on our items just in case. Now we're about to go see what happens next. Starship, airship, starship, whatever. But yeah.
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up! This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while since we last been to Calaglia. We were first here like earlier on, near the beginning of the game. Alright, so inside and see what happens.
Oh, just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Dahnan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down.
He
from
doesn't
out of the
seem happy to
sky.
see
Pretty
us.
sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Well, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Why is he so hesitant?
Thanks, Nath.
Why is so hesitant there?
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it
Something,
was
right?
someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
Well, I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way.
Kick some Zuko. Ugh. Nath, are you ready yet? Or what? Oh, I didn't notice you there, Blazing Sword. And I see... You're Law, aren't you? Zephyr's kid. Damn, when did you get so tall? Can't believe a little pipsqueak like you is running around with the Blazing Sword himself. I'm sure your old man would be proud.
All right.
Go on ahead without me. I'll catch up later. Got it, boss. See you around, Law. Don't work too hard now. That guy?
I guess...
I'd say I do, even if I've met that guy before. Last time I would have seen him would have at least said hello back to him. Reason my dad's gone, remember? Know how much they look to him here. Oh, never getting sidetracked. Let's just head out. Is Law doing okay? Zephyr's death is still weighing on him pretty hard, sorry. Can't say I blame him, even if it's not his fault. That's a big thing to have to carry at his age.
Right.
Yeah, but he's trying his best to come to terms with it. I have faith he'll pull through. But he's gonna need your support. He's still just a kid, Zephyr's only one at that.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Hey.
Take this!
First aid!
That down a little. Okay. Equals plumage.
everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cyslodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Danon owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby. Whew!
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think
would
he
make
suits his
sense.
snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels! Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile!
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an
Mm.
owlet so young.
Rinwell's wings are blocking me.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
Hey. Alright. Guess off to Berg Volcano.
I wonder if something happened.
Here?
You guys want to rest here?
Just anywhere right there.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancius.
It's got...
Let's dispose
Oh,
of the
nice.
trash.
Oh, wow, we killed it in one hit.
Don't get complacent.
Would expect the level to scale up to us since we're in a deeper into the game. I guess the monsters in the earlier parts of the game don't scale up to us. Worry about the monsters. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just checking OBS. Something wrong with OBS. I feel like it's been acting up weird. Like the preview screen on OBS is, you know, running smoothly, it's working smoothly. But the audio mixer like kind of lags time to time when when audio happens. Weird. I don't know. I don't think it's really anything. I doubt it's anything. It still kind of bothers me.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Monsters here gonna
So
scale up
back
to
in the
us?
Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Touched.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
I like how she said it like that though. First time we touched. Guys are level 7.
I won't forgive you!
Bye.
Barely a blip on our radar.
I say that I'm gonna like blast through these monsters and actual an actual like Zuko that's our level is gonna
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law.
here. X-Breaker. Here. Oh. Okay, no.
Ugh, so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
I would probably die here too. Like, I really hate. That's what sucks so bad.
Huh.
No way we're climbing up that. So it seems. Allow me to step in. Wait, you're not thinking of trying to vault over with a rod, are you? Why, I hadn't even thought of that. In any case, stand back. I'll handle this. Ooh, is it Dohalim's turn to stuff? Like outside of battle? Dohalim's astral arts can be used to bridge gaps in rocky paths and lines that end abruptly. To do so, approach the gap and press up D-pad to spend CP and build a new path. That's cool.
No backing down! Here I come! He's not freaking does it! Here! You got it!
Illuminate the sun!
Close up! Time to get out of the way! Let's turn the tables on her.
There's no more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Not a chance. Thanks.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
It looks like we're gonna be continuing on that way. What's on the other side here?
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this! Struck!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Rod!
Megasonic!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because law's on.
We got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
I'm not done. All yours.
Holy...
Wow! Look what I just found.
Ascendant pebbles. Go.
No choice. Here.
They're surrounding us! Go for the weak point!
This armor's too strong. Be my guest.
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on. The enemy is on too.
We'll soon see about that. Amazing. You are in discomfort.
Blow them away!
Yeah.
There's always room for improvement.
God. Gothic dress.
Hey, new equipment.
Gothic dress, huh? Pretty sure that's full. Yeah. I do wish that the equipment, the new equipment we got, or we get, like, have different looks. That would be nice. Have different looking. This way and climb up.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
That's funny. I mean, it would help, you know?
I won't forgive you!
The airborne scoundrel.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Eh.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine! New escape! Dragon form! Take it!
Their hide is thick as armor.
Come one, come all!
Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said these enemies aren't to me.
No complaints here.
Your art. You're
I'm not done!
Old-fashioned and offensive.
glad you have your uses.
Do it!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Eh.
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Xion? Oh, wait. You're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Damn. Ascend. The guy over there. Go.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Lunar corruption.
Megasonic thrust!
You have to aim for the
Where, why, how, what I missed? You missed quite a bit.
It's weakened.
This ends now!
We're currently inside a volcano.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right?
Near a
Bet you
volcano.
couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over.
Stop memorizing my move.
How you doing, Orange? Hope you found your charger yesterday.
Welcome!
Bunnies! Yo! Doing great. Also, I didn't find my charger yet. So how'd you charge your phone? Did you just buy a new charger?
As impressive as always.
And here I hope that was.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Do it! Lock! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Hey. I'm using a random cord that conveniently fit my charging port.
Flashy out there.
So glad it met with your approval.
Are you sure it's not yours? That means we're gonna be making our way up here, back here. Okay. The charger is orange, this one is white. Ah. So your favorite color is orange. Huh. Oh.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
You see what happened there as you crossed me.
What's happened? Jesus.
I'll crush you!
So you like
Tenebrous Claw!
the fruit orange and you like the color orange.
Dragon Swarm! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Luna Rongo! Soaring Light Spear!
Ow.
I'll stop it,
Get up.
Shock.
Thanks, Kisara.
Can't end here!
I owe you, Xion.
Ow.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
You?
In here. It's over. I'll be saving
Dragon
this
Swarm!
one. You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here.
Get toasty.
Bird Strike!
Eh. Both. Everyone has. Oh, everyone says I'm an obsession.
Who needs a gun when you can send them
Hmm.
flying?
If it's your favorite color and your favorite fruit, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their favorites. Brigadier.
That equipment should come in handy.
Got new armor for Kisara. Yes. Also give me one I guess I assemble a sandwich. All good. No worries.
Callous. Calcified. Calaglia.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
Spores. I didn't know that was a poem. Sure didn't sound like one.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
That glowing enemy.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Dragon Swarm! Flashing Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! Mega Sonic Strike!
Yeah.
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
Got down here. Monsters. Oh.
Gotta break through! Here!
Here I go.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! My turn!
Only getting
Soaring
started.
Light Spear!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What's he say? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Rock.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Do it!
Lunar Rongo! I'm not done!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Wait. This also Nohalima's thing? It's cool.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
Wow. I almost dropped my sandwich. I've never felt more fear in my life. What kind of sandwich did you make? Mystic cloak.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Another new armor for Rinwell. Nice. The plan. Oh.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Dragon Sword! Watch it! Crush! First strike! Dragon Sword! Do it!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Heck yeah.
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
800 gold. Heck yeah. Alright, get this. Imagine a sandwich with no ham. So, what kind of sandwich is that? Is it just bread?
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going,
A
everyone.
sandwich with no
Fall.
ham.
There will be nothing left of you.
Exactly.
But,
So don't try.
so it has
anything
like
funny.
lettuce, tomato.
Especially you.
That's
Locke.
it?
No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid!
This is the way to continue. The good kind just have chicken or turkey instead. How you doing, Cody?
Welcome!
Are you a vegetarian? Orange? Nothing wrong if you are. Curious. Pretty well, just the usual Dreamlight Valley grind. Nice. I still need to try out that game. Should probably try it out before my Game Pass subscription
I
ends.
need something to eat.
Little help.
Take this! Here! Eat I'll take you all on! Mega Sonic Thrust!
Raging
Dragon Swarm!
Or do you just hate ham? Maybe I should have asked that instead.
This one.
Orange.
You're really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around. As impressive as always.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone. Excited.
That was cool.
Not again!
Yeah.
I can feel my precision improving.
It's Sage. Hey. Up.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You made quick work. Want me to pick up your slack then? Just pointing it out.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
Water, here
My
I
turn.
go!
No escape.
Wait.
Did you see?
Sure did.
About to start
You were
watching
taking out
2
Kisara
streamers
from behind.
simultaneously just to see if my brain can handle
No, I wasn't.
it at this time. Yeah. Rain will go burr. How you doing, Sushi? Welcome.
Welcome.
Treasure. This I got to ham is bacon, and even that is rare. Really? What's up, home chillin', eating dinner? What's for dinner?
We got the advantage. Good. Just have to make sure we keep it. Don't worry, cause Law's on. Dragon Swarm! You made quick work of them. Want me to pick up your slack then? Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improving.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Zucchini pasta and roasted garlic alfredo sauce with ham and corn sauteed. Ooh. We were just talking about Orange having no ham in his sandwich. And you're here with ham in it, or in your food. Been here for a bit? I got you. Lurky, lurky, lurk. This one? Pineapple gel. That's for CP, isn't it? CP. Is it? Pick this one up. Cool. I think everything here. Back to where that item. This was an orange gel. Oh, pick it up. I was gonna use one so we can pick that one up, but I could. Okay, so down this way. That way's to the side here. See what's over this way.
I didn't know
Red
you had that
chest.
sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me,
Sense.
this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well.
Absolute. That's,
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Speed. Oh, good. Excuse me.
Prava, what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Shortcut? Cut. This way is a shortcut. Fight those mobs. Go!
Out of our way!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Truck! Here I come! No escape! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Here! Take this!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What you say? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Law,
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
easy. Way to go.
No escape!
Do it!
Yeah!
Looks like we got them all.
This first? Oh, that's a guess.
No backing down!
Lesson learned. What?
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp.
Dragon Swarm! Aim for the weak spot! Soaring Light Spear! You're finished! Luna Rondo! Struck!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp.
Here I come!
Entirely so much, Rinla.
Maybe my art do have a place in this world.
Sure, there's tons you can do.
Struck!
Yeah! Don't watch two streams simultaneously
Easy.
when it's
A breeze.
morning
An
and you're
easy breeze.
tired. I guess. Nothing wrong with switching in between, you know?
No choice! Here! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! I'm not done! It's over!
Now's our chance. In here.
You made quick work of it. Want me to pick up your slack then? Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always.
No,
Now. I mean, you're even better.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Onward and upward.
I go a bit quiet a few times. I've got to write a few questions for an attorney. Wait, what? Is everything okay? Boss fight. This big area definitely means this little healing thing here also means boss fight. If I've not told you, I'm like a lawyer in training at the moment. I think you have. I feel like you have the last time you were around. Maybe? I feel like you did. It sounds familiar. It does sound kind of familiar that you said that you're in training. Had a few cases already? Oh, did you? Orange is from England and said going to law school. Pretty sure I saw this topic come up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said something along those lines. Now that I've mentioned it before. Yeah, pretty sure you have. Hope it's going well. Hope all the cases you've been doing have been well. And your training as well. Alright, let's see what this boss fight is. Dun, dun, dun. Oh shit. That's a big one. Guess that's what also.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
Could
But
be.
why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on.
Oh, wait,
Let's go.
do we have to fight 4 of these things? Efreet Vanilla. So there were 4 lights, along with the, the main beam that struck Dana. So there's gotta be 4 other of these, or 3 other of these we possibly have to fight. Shit. It's just a busy schedule, makes it hard to see the streams. Yeah. Yeah, but I have somewhat of a break right now, so I'm taking it easy. It's good. Have to write questions for the attorney and then use what I get for court. Gotcha. No worries. Take your time, do what you have to. That is more important than my stream. For sure.
Tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
What do we attack?
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
We attack your hand?
Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
Is summoning Dougal?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it!
Oh. Oh shit.
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Raging Cascade!
Eat this!
In here!
Good.
It'll come in
I'll
handy.
bring you back from dead to big.
Resuscitation!
Will this help?
Raging, you got company!
Ew.
It looks like you've got this one covered.
I'm not done! Big blast! I'm not done!
Quite, unique.
That's freaking good!
Oh.
Try harder! My kid's on! I'm not done!
Let's put you out of your misery.
I'm on! Here!
I'll see you first! Will this help? Healing circle! I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Megasonic thrust!
Healing circle!
No! Can't get here!
In here! What a relief! Can't be happening.
Talent hurricane!
We're in a bad spot now.
Tempest watch it!
Tempest swell!
Talent hurricane! Glimmer dragon!
Up, please!
It's alright.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! Flower Swarm! Talon Hurricane! Glimmer Dragon!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a
Whoa, what the fuck?
Raging Star!
All mine! It's finished!
Let's do it! In here! Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Good. What do you do now?
Here come more.
Are you serious?
We'll soon see about that.
Soaring Light Spear! Stardust!
I'm taking too much damage.
Escape!
Wow. Okay, calm the fuck down.
Here you go. Bring you back from like me again. Resuscitation! No more playing nice.
Leon, are you gonna heal?
Lost my focus.
Okay, what are we supposed to do?
Healing circle.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying.
Right.
I have no idea if we're supposed to
No escape! You're finished!
attack it, but it's not in the circle.
The blade
Ah! Stop it, stop it.
You're mine! My turn! My turn! Strike! Soaring Light Spear! Glitter Dragon! Soaring Light Spear! Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Oh, no.
Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! It's too much!
No. Fuck.
Rip and tear! Not done yet! Here I come! Rip and tear! Here I come!
Thanks for
Stay
the
away
healing.
from my
Watch
friend!
yourself, okay?
Take
Yeah,
this!
you too.
No escape!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Here goes.
Try harder! Now! You're mine!
Ready to go. Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Will this help? Healing circle. It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone!
Ow. Back the hand.
Everyone all
Oh,
We
shit.
won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Maybe he doesn't want to calm down. Maybe he needs therapy. Maybe this is his way of letting his anger out.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
Hey, how are we supposed to...
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it. Just watch and learn.
There we go.
That's enough. Go back down!
Damn! Unrelenting Blaze got an achievement. Wait, that's it? That was it?
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
We just had to go through waves of
That thing
smaller
scared the
enemies,
pants off me.
and then we
It felt
one-shot
like
the
it
big
had a
guy.
different aura than other Zeugles.
What in the fuck?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel?
Killed it.
It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
Unrelenting blaze. Increase maximum AJ by 1. Hell yeah. It's only early in the morning. Why isn't my client answering their phone? No. Maybe they're not awake yet. Climbing edge to be charged. This world can be more tired than me. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. Secret key. Key to a certain door in Calaglia. Simply beholding it. The threshold.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
To go. So we do have to fight the other.
What do you know? Another big fire monster with nothing better to do than get in our way.
I wonder where the rest of those lights ended up landing. It looked like they were pretty scattered.
Well, whatever they're after, let's just hope none of them are anywhere near a city. An ambush on civilians is the last thing we need.
Well, no rest for the wicked, right? Though with 1 down and 3 to go, it sounds like our headache is just beginning.
I thought you liked the opportunity to flex your muscles.
Against those things? It's not like I have a death wish. Besides, we've already got our hands full saving the world. Dying stupidly won't be much help to the cause.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with that logic. Sorry.
Alright. Save. So I hope the other 3 fights are like similar to this one, where we just have to fight waves of enemies and then shot the big one. Be really nice, you know. Using logic, okay, now we know something is wrong. Side. Hey.
Hey, is that it over there?
Wait, why is there a merchant here, but then there's a campfire there? The fuck? Hey? Our old.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Yes, we did. Shit.
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before.
The Naoris?
This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
So it works.
3 centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
Shion. Wait until the ship is ready for takeoff. This should be a fishing spot. Even though fishing, but could have been a great fishing spot.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
I would too. Traveling a lot.
Where? Shion?
They disbanded.
Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? She's not over there. Where did she run off to? Shion.
Right there.
Shion. Shion!
Why did she run?
It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
What the fuck?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Baki's blocking the way. Way to ruin the moment. Everyone else.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
What?
Yeah,
You got stabbed?
I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
Oh,
It
right.
wasn't the first time. The
I
first time
remember.
was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Xion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death.
What?
I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains.
So is that what's going
It's a
on
vision
when the
of
thorns,
oblivion I can't
act on
escape.
their own? It means she's about to die?
I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Xion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize. My powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis. When the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens...
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Dahnans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Alphen?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alphen.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
Definitely getting copyright strike for this music, but I don't give a damn.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Hell yeah. What a moment. Feels and shit. Talk to the other party members. Woo. Let's see.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
Yeah. Sara. Aw. Renwell. Where'd Shion go?
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her. No matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Hey, Shion.
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the Blazing Sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shionne.
But then, I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shionne. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Dahnans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you, until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Alright. Guess already. Oh man.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Yeah. Ready? Hey. Shit. Up on items beforehand. We rested. I saved. Go. Ugh, excuse me.
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that. You're going to jinx us.
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
Knights?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but... well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
quick.
Okay, people. We have two goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right. Then let's go.
Oh, they cleaned up the ship real good. Wait, so who's piloting the ship? I'm assuming it's Dohalim. Sure, he knows how to pilot one of their ships. He.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
It disbanded again.
Everything okay, Shion? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
It's for life. In.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years, that's all.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me though, you too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you've finished looking around the ship.
Wait, so what are these controls for? These two seats for then. Shion, what you gotta say?
We'll be going to Lenegis soon.
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegis like back then? You know, before you came to Dana.
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life, for as long as I can remember. They called it treatment, but in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean, they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what
Alton
triggered
was
my
a
thorns or changed the
experiment.
form they took.
Too, right?
Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another.
Oh hey, it's
I'm still
Ray
surprised
Chase
they
and
didn't try to
Erica
dissect me.
Lindback. How
The
you
look
doing,
they
bot?
gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from
Welcome.
the pain. Like I was a monster or something.
You're feeling
Some
better?
existence, huh? A blight on any I touched, helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought
Recognize
things
those
couldn't get
voices
any
so
worse,
fast?
but then
Yeah.
they did.
You're becoming like Johnny
I started
now.
to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as
Better?
touch another
It's
soul.
great to hear.
Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd
You
be
notice,
swallowed
you
up by
notice
oblivion.
some familiar things
when
on
it hit me.
screen?
If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right?
I meant in the game,
It's
but
that logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to
yeah, that's one of
protect
them.
people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
That Dragon Age
A
armor?
world free
No,
of
that
sacrifice.
armor is from
That's what you've
the
been
game.
fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight
Similar?
is yours too, Shion.
Huh.
If
Never
we're
played
going to
Dragon
win,
Age, so I wouldn't know.
Everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Danon victory
Red
over
hairpin
Rena
looks
can't
like
be the end.
off of Scarlet Nexus?
Do you think we can pull
Yeah,
it off?
that's Kasane's hairpin.
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future
He's
without
Kasane nice.
aiming for the stars. We can do this. Together.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Baki and the hairpin of Kasane. And the sword, one of the swords on our back is Yuito's sword. Both games of Bandai Namco, so we have both. Yeah. Yeah, this game had a crossover with Scarlet Nexus, and apparently they gave out those crossover items for free in this game, so it was cool. Alright, what I missed that long message you sent earlier. Am I dead? But went to bed early. Bit of a shitty mood thanks to Anna, but otherwise fine. Gonna play some Shadowline in a minute if you want to join after this. I'm down. Because every Bandai Namco game crosses over with each other. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. There's also Tekken stuff in this game too. Like there's a Tekken crossover, which is another Bandai Namco game. And I think Sword Art Online had a crossover with this game. Bandai Namco could do a Smash Bros, right? Alright, I guess it's these fellas.
Hey, Alvin, listen to this! So Law and I were just talking and...
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
Yeah, what
Only that
happened?
he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, you know, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy.
I mean, I
That's
would
what
be
it's
worried
supposed to do.
too.
I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Because
Well,
we're
maybe you're the one with the
we are
problem
flying in
then.
a ship that's been
Guys. I'm no
hasn't
expert,
been
but I think
used
we can trust Ren
for
and
300
technology.
years.
It got me to Dana in One Piece, remember?
I would be worried
Oh,
too.
that's a good point. If you think so, Alvin, it must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that. Seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alphen. It's just wrong, okay?
Honestly, I would be scared too. I'd be a bit worried if this ship decidedly to just, you know, break or, you know, crap out on us and then we just stay in space forever. Alright. Who else is Kisara?
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Oh, you don't say.
Convenient.
Well, that should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that mean you were inside for 300 years?
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up in.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, but... Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence, and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence
There's so
we're
much
fighting
like
for
Noctis
isn't
in
for
this.
him. It's for people now, and those still to come. The
Is
world's
older and
bigger
deeper.
than just Menancia.
I can,
My
yeah,
dream
I can hear that.
is for all Daemons, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
Hey. Talk to Dohalim.
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making preparations to land.
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about Lenegis.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there, and they didn't exactly give me the grand tour. Very well. First and foremost, Lenegis was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dana. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dana even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the
That
rung
redhead
ladder
sounds
is
super
considered
familiar
superior
too.
to being a Danan. Keep that in mind down there.
I think I don't
Thanks for the warning.
know if I
As a
recognize
lord,
his voice.
Dovaline must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shion?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
Fair point.
Born from
On
R5?
arts alone, you're
Huh,
right. I'd
cool.
have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly an invitation to high society.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
It's from
refreshing to
Lee.
be around someone who says what they're thinking.
It's from Near
Life's less
Reincarnation?
complicated that way.
Oh, cool.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blushing!
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is discrimination at its worst.
Yeah, from Final Fantasy
As if
VII
such
Integrate.
simplistic criteria could
Oh.
ever be a measure of someone's worth.
I know that guy.
So this red woman, are we expecting to
Yeah,
find her on
I think I
Lenegis?
know.
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelegion.
If the Renis Alma is being used to exploit Dana, we need to take it back at all costs.
That red woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
Happening.
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shion, we'll find them.
Boy.
There's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
He's Hop in Pokemon Twilight.
Do you think anyone
Oh.
realizes that we're here?
Cool. But I've never seen a single
We may
episode
not
of
have
that, I
received a
don't think.
royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
Oh, we're definitely gonna be fine. People.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this
Griffin
red
Burns
woman
and
is here,
Kyle McCarley
right?
are in this too,
And
of
if we're
course.
lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where
The
we should
dynamic
start
duo.
looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Ruinagi?
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a Sovereign in our midst.
Boy.
In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis
I still
would
need
have
to
required
finish
an immense source of power.
Kasane's story, Scarlet Nexus.
And you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago. Whatever the
Heckler?
ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last
That's
time, possibly together with the Red
Anjiro,
Woman.
right? And
Hiding
Luca?
something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble.
Nexus, right?
In which case,
It stands to reason
Yeah.
we should be looking somewhere normally out
And
of bounds.
Violet.
Is that it?
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah, so need to continue more of
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to
Garrett
waltz right into the
Buckland
place
too.
after all
Yeah,
this time?
2B. The waifu.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone.
To the left, I return to your party. Taliesin Cafe? In Critical Role? Don't know who that is, but
Beyond
cool.
that wall
I
lies a
guess.
city full of Renans. The capital city where Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll find on the other side?
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
One of the main cast usually
I'm
has
sorry.
bright blue
How
hair,
stupid of me for wanting us to stay
the
safe.
skin fade on one
Would you two
side.
children stop squabbling? Or do you want everyone to know we're here?
So how many Renans actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zeugles take care of most of the city's basic functions.
There's Zeugles out here too,
Surprise.
huh?
Jeremy
Sounds like we can't
Lay
afford to
wasn't
let our
in
guard
this.
down after all.
She was literally the last person on the page. Wait, who does she play? In this game. There's been a lot of characters we come across in this game, so I don't remember a lot. And again, we did take like a 8-month break from this game, so I don't really remember a lot. It's no Yuki. That game does not ring a bell to me. Also, Craig Hackney Yuito is in this. Yeah, didn't you say his name earlier? Like a little blonde girl? Yeah, I don't. Oh, Ray Chase, right. Yeah, I don't. Character. Alright, let's continue a little bit more and then, call it. What the fuck happened here? Well, half of the Scarlet Nexus main cast by the sounds of it. I mean, it's not surprising, again, both Bandai Namco games, so... Wouldn't be that big of a surprise if they're reusing, you know, some actors. Lenegus! This guy. Partially destroyed.
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegus changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe
Yeah.
when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim. Don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations
Yeah,
began
I'm on
to
my
shift
laptop,
without
so I
warning, and
have
now
my game
everything
up.
looks like this.
Still listening?
We're all waiting for the Sovereign
Okay,
to tell us
I'll-
what's happening.
I'll
But so far,
Avakir,
probably
listen
end
to
here
me.
pretty soon.
We're looking for the
So
Forbidden Zone.
I'll probably
Do you
meet
have
you
any
in
idea
GZ
where we
then.
might find it?
the Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there
It just
ourselves.
rhymed.
Have you seen Faria yet?
Sing out and I'll jump in. Sing out.
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her.
Wait,
If anything,
I missed an
she's
important
probably
detail.
even more...
God damn it. To rewatch that part.
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself, okay, Do?
As a nickname? Starting to get some drama
So
with
who's
Dohalim
Faria?
now.
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two. The Danans among us should probably keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
I mean, acting like it.
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just... unbelievable. Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana, and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's
To
get
these
moving!
nuts.
You
What?
heard him. We don't have time to stop and chat. Let's
Oh my
move.
god. Afterthought.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into
My headphones back
consideration
on after
to avoid all
going.
this chaos.
Get a drink and all.
Ordinarily,
Oh, here it is.
yes.
These nuts.
I think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home.
Perfect
nothing
timing.
more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought.
You can blame Sushi for
But
that.
if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will.
With the side stories, side dialogue. Alright, cool. Alright, I think this is a good place to stop. We'll explore Lenegus next time, which will probably be either this weekend or maybe next Wednesday and Thursday. Excuse me. Alright. Oh, a lot of progress there, so awesome. But I hope you guys are enjoying Tales of Arise so far. We are pretty close to the end, I'm sure. After we're done in Lenegus. Or exploration and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're nearing the end of so my headphones don't want to be picked up as a microphone in Discord. Voice chat might not be a go. Huh. Why not use your your laptop's built-in mic? That's probably a bad idea, but I mean it's an option, right? Doesn't have one. Usually laptops have mics if they have a webcam. This. Or if it does, it doesn't come up as an input option. Maybe I'll check again. Okay. Well. Well, yeah. I guess I'll hop on GZ now that we're calling it here. But yeah, I appreciate everyone coming by and hanging out and watching. Hope you guys did enjoy tonight's stream of Tales of Arise. I will be back on Saturday. Either we continue more Tales of Arise, try to finish it up, or probably continue more Lightning Returns. We'll see. But did you want to continue more Super Mystery Dungeons tomorrow? Oh yeah. I forced Shari into saying she'll do voices. Sweet. Awesome. Awesome. Wait, didn't you say Max will be over too? Or was that the weekend? Ooh, some more voices. Hell yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be awesome. Eat. I'm excited. So yeah, again, yeah, tomorrow is no my off night, but as Bot and I were just talking about, we will be playing or at least Bot will be playing Super Mystery Dungeons tomorrow. So he'll be live tomorrow on his channel. And I'll be there doing voices for the characters in that game. And we'll have other people with us as well doing voices, so it'll be fun. You guys will have a lot of laughs, as just like in the other Mystery Dungeon games we have been playing on my channel. It's gonna be awesome. Gotta give Johnny a big heads up, yeah. Maybe no balls. Fuck you, you wish. We actually gonna play, or am I just gonna fill my hard drive for no fuck reason? I really like the game. Play it a lot, yeah. I'm sure we'll be playing it quite a bit. Because there's both PvP and PvE in Shadowline, so... Watch, I download it and we never play. If you join now, we can do Expeditions 3-player roguelike PvE. Yeah, this motherfucker will not play. Alright. Alright, guys. Yeah, hand off. Have a great rest of your night or day, depending on what time it is for you, and I will see everyone tomorrow on Bot's channel and on Saturday when we come back playing whichever game. Alright. Bye.